funny how quiet things can get. Just you, a tent, and a bike. But the trail, it has a long memory.
And this is going to be relentless.
Every June, riders leave Banff and head south on the Great Divide Run. I'm planning to ride it in 2026, but before committing to the full thing, I just wanted to see it for myself. The terrain, the towns, the weather, all the things. So this trip was a recon run. Figure out what's real and what's just legend. First stop, Helena, Montana. The divide runs right through town before heading into the forest. Montana doesn't care who you are. The climbs are long, the roads look the same for hours, and the scale is bigger than you think. It's a good reminder that nothing about this route is small.
Oh man, I'm just a little northwest of Helena, Montana. I'm out reconning Priest Pass. Camera doesn't do it justice, but it's gravel road, very remote. I mean, if you look around, it's beautiful, it's remote. Ponderosa pines. Right now I've climbed about 1,000 feet and I've got no bags on the bike. It's gonna be a grind. I'm gonna have to rethink my gearing ratio for sure. And that's what this is all about. I'm glad I came out here a year early just to recon it because this is gonna be quite a test. I mean, you just notice the vastness right away, just the beauty, the terrain, and remoteness. It's gonna be quite a test for sure. A year to train, but we got a lot to learn between now and next year for sure. It's a whole lot different than Florida out here.
Atlantic City, Wyoming. Maybe 50 people live here. It's mostly old buildings, dust, and quiet. The wind is constant. This is the first place where you really feel how empty this ride can get. If solitude bothers you, this stretch won't be your favorite.
I'm just outside of Atlantic City, Wyoming, on the Great Divide mountain bike route, 15% grade, 8,000 feet, and there's a big difference. And this is going to be relentless. I mean, look at that. Whew. I have no weight on the bike, but by the time I add weight on the bike and rethink the gears, it's still gonna be some hike a bike. Unbelievable. Look at that. I think if I looked up remote in the dictionary, I'd find a picture of this. I mean, this is a 360 of remote. You have two choices, straight up or straight down. This is gonna be amazing and awful all at the same time. I mean, look at that. Look at that rugged beauty. And wind. Wow. And this is pretty cool right here. This is an historic gold mining town from the mid 1800s, and this was their saloon. Historic site. People are still living here, and some hardy living out here, I can tell you that. It's pretty cool.
Between Atlantic City and Rawlins, there's not much except wind and open country. The crosswinds don't let up, and there's no real shelter. Out here, you keep it simple. Eat when you can, refill when you can, and don't burn energy fighting the wind. Rawlins isn't glamorous, but the promise of coffee and a fuel stop matter.
Today I'm in Wyoming. Rawlins is it's kind of a big resupply point along the route, and very few towns in between. So Rawlins is one of those bigger spots. So I'm out here in the team bus today and doing a recon. North and south of Rawlins is mainly paved, ironically. So I'm gonna head down to kind of on the same latitude as Baggs, Wyoming, and just check out that paved route. And I'm gonna do that in the Jeep today. And then tomorrow, gonna camp in Baggs, and then I'll hit some more of the mountains on the bike, and then in the Steamboat Springs. So that's kind of the short-term plan. Next week and a half or so, it's gonna be painful, but epic.
South of Rawlins, Wyoming 71 gets remote real fast. Nothing out here but pavement, sky, and a lot of miles. Water's limited, resupply is basically non-existent, and every decision counts more than usual. Driving it first helps you understand the spacing, how far it really is. On the bike, this stretch won't give you anything for free. The Sierra Madres come out of nowhere. Forests, cooler air, and some shade finally. The climbs pick up again, but at least the scenery gives you something back. This is where you start to feel the rhythm of the divide. Long climb, short drop, repeat.
I found the end of the pavement, the Sierra Madre Mountains, and miles and miles and miles of road, 7,700 feet here. There's not much out here. I just want to give you a sense of the vastness of this land. I don't think there's one flat piece of ground I've seen yet. So this is the end of the south end of Sage Creek Road, coming south from Rawlins. So 71 turns into gravel quite a ways back and goes over the Sierra Madre, and then this finishes up gravel here, turns back into pavement, and then we take a right on 70, go on a 10% climb, and it takes quite a ways to get back to the Colorado border, and then you turn left. Get about 15 miles on a paved road on 70. I'll show you some of that. And then you turn left, turn south on another gravel road, and then you head up another series of climbs into Steamboat Springs.
Leaving the Sierra Madres on Wyoming 70, everything opens up. Trees thin out, the wind picks up, and the views stretch forever. Classic divide country. Big distances, no services, no shortcuts. If you're underprepared here, you feel it. The rollers toward Colorado look easy, but they add up. Wyoming gives you one final reminder that it's not playing around. Southbound again, the Colorado climbs show up quickly and make it clear you're not done yet. Out here, it's not the distance that wears you out, it's how steady the work is. Every mile has a cost. Turning on to County Road 1. Pavement ends and gravel starts immediately. Everything gets quiet. Big, open land in every direction. This turn marks where the route goes from rural to truly remote.
This is County Road 1, Moffett County, Colorado, heading south. Really nice road, but just up and down. A river here, so water sources when it's not blocked by barbed wire fence. Beautiful remote country here in northern Colorado. Kind of see the terrain, it's just high desert for sure.
County Road 1 is long, straight, and exposed. The gravel rolls fast in places, loose in others. Views don't change much, but that kind of monotony is part of the divide. No towns, no traffic, no noise. Just your bike and the wind. Shade is rare, water's scarce, and storms can build fast. But it's also one of those stretches where you settle in and think about why you're doing this in the first place.
sitting about 8,000 feet. Sitting at Steamboat Lake State Park, about 25 miles north of Steamboat Springs, Colorado. A recon into a forest road today that kind of want to get an idea of the terrain, obviously the altitude. So this is the base of US Forest Road 42. Kind of what it looks like. Typical cattle grate, turn right at the stop sign, and that gravel road will get you into the Clark store, turning right, then into Steamboat Springs. So pretty straightforward, pretty well marked, no issues. I'm gonna zip up here on this forest road and check it out.
U.S. Forest Service Road 42 is beautiful, but rough. In fact, this is the exact point where I realized my gravel bike wasn't going to cut it for the full divide. The terrain itself made that decision for me very clear.
County Road 62, Colorado here, 25 miles north of Steamboat Springs, 15% grades out here. It's pretty steep. That's 11%. Lights out.
County Road 62 is one of the better sections. Good surface, quiet forest, and no headwind, at least the day I rode it, which is a gift on this route. This stretch gives you just a little momentum once again. Seeing the Clark store after the long push south is a relief. Cold drinks, quick food, refilling bottles, it all helps. These stops matter more on the divide than you'd expect. It's not just resupply, it resets your headspace. County Road 129 gets busy, and the shoulder disappears in places. Cars come close, and you have to stay locked in the whole way. But you can feel Steamboat getting closer. The traffic, the noise, the valley. Steamboat is a major resupply point, and you think about that the whole ride in. It's not just scenic relaxation, but you know rest is coming, and that helps. Before climbing higher into the Rockies, we rolled into Steamboat Springs, the kind of town that feels like a checkpoint for every rider on the divide. This one turned into one of the most informative. Everyone you meet here understands adventure. The restaurants are filled with outdoors enthusiasts comparing stories, cleaning dust off their gear, and ordering the biggest meals on the menu. But the real gem of Steamboat is one of the local bike shops. I walked in hoping to get a read on common tour divide problems, and the mechanic didn't even hesitate. He said, "Listen, don't come in here with any high-end boutique bike components if you want something fixed. Keep your setup simple. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting a long time for parts we don't have." That might have been the best mechanical advice of the entire trip. A reminder that simplicity beats sophistication when you're 1,000 miles from home, and even further from overnight shipping. Steamboat has everything a divide rider needs. A hot meal, a place for a hot shower or to stretch out the stiffness, and a grocery store run for the essentials you didn't even know you need. It's a town built around mountains, adventure, and momentum. And after refueling here, we moved on, a little wiser and with newfound appreciation for keeping things simple. South of Steamboat Springs, you hit Stagecoach Dam. Quiet water, good view, and a chance to breathe. After the miles it took to get here, the stillness is harder than expected. Riding along the reservoir is calmer than anything earlier, smoother gravel, cooler air, and a break from the wind. Moments like this don't last long on the divide, but they stick with you. It's a good reset before heading back into harder ground.
So I pulled over Stagecoach Dam. Nice reservoir there, but I want to show you something cool. There's my bike. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I don't think the camera does it justice, but that's probably at least a 200-foot drop. So anyway, 3 days of recon near Steamboat Springs here is now complete. How do I feel? This is going to be really, really, really hard. But that's the way it's supposed to be. So it's tough. Got to get in shape. Riding a bike at 8,000 feet with relentless climbing, it's going to be quite the test. But anyway, it's going to be good and excited. Now it's time to get some lunch.
Trough Road brings you to a junction on Colorado 9. You've got a choice. Head into Kremmling for a break, or stay on route and push toward Ute Pass. Small intersection, big decision. How you're feeling right now determines the rest of your day. County Road 33 doesn't look like much, but it gives you a short break. Fast gravel, rolling terrain, and an open view of what's coming. And what's coming is Ute Pass, visible from miles away. The rollers slowly turn uphill, and you feel the climb before you hit it. This is where you shift from cruising to climbing mode.
Just short of the reservoir. I'll put that on the screen, which one that is, but we're on typical county road. Nice gravel road. Remote, rural, fun. Gives you a taste of more climbing. There's nothing really flat out here. It's either straight up or straight down. I keep saying that, but that's what it is. That's reality. But it's a beautiful day. 7,600 feet now and getting used to the altitude. Got a lot of things to reveal on gear coming up. Lots of changes I'm gonna make, but that's why I'm out here doing the recon. So doing a vehicle recon, it's a road climb in and out of Kremmling down towards Silverthorne, the top of Ute Pass, and it's about you can kind of see, pretty steep climb, but it's a road climb. It'll be, I think it's about a 1,500 foot climb, but just wanted to give a little orientation to it. Coming out of Kremmling, there's a little gravel, and then you basically hit, coming out of Kremmling, you hit this road climb and then head south towards Silverthorne. You can see in the back there, beautiful scenery. Pretty, quite a bit of vehicle traffic on this road, so vigilant depending on the time of day. I've seen a lot of traffic and a lot of cycling, so it's a very popular road climb.
Ute Pass is straightforward. It's a climb, then more climb. Every switchback looks like the top, and every time you're wrong. But the higher you go, the better the view gets. Nothing about this pass is easy, but once you hit the ridge, it all feels worth it. The Ute Pass descent is the payoff. Long, smooth curves and big views all the way down. Gravity finally does the work. Silverthorne sits in the valley, food, rest, and a chance to regroup. For a few minutes, it's just clean riding and a smooth drop, which is very rare on this route. So this is where the recon ended. Next summer, I come back for the full run. Banff to Antelope Wells. No shortcuts, no excuses, just the divide, start to finish. And now it's back to work. New bike, new gear, same goal. Thousands of miles ahead, and a whole lot of slow, steady days like this one. Every camp out, every ride, every gallon of sweat, it all leads to next summer. Banff to Antelope Wells. I'll be ready.